Your lighting is way better than mine. How do you get lighting like that, Kat?
It's a window. It's a window. You know, I have a lot of construction going on in my communal patio space, so I'm thinking that maybe it's shining off of the chain link fence back into my
Fair enough. Well, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you. As you.
I changed my sweatshirt and t-shirt today. Same headband, though.
Yeah. I like the headband. It's a nice touch.
Thank you.
You like my cases of Knocking Point wine in my house?
I do. Why haven't you opened them?
I have opened them. I have a whole case of them. What am I going to do with 60 bottles of wine in a quarantine?
I have one idea of what you can do.
Okay, I've certainly done that. But I will say that a box of wine is a great weight for squatting.
Hey, I haven't seen you since the last day of filming on the show.
True.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
How are you doing in all of this craziness?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
My family and I are out in the desert. Things are
nice.
decent.
Yeah.
Without being too specific, where are you? Are you in LA?
I'm in LA.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's that?
It's interesting. Given that I'm, just me, myself, and I here, which is funny. Well, I do have Bob, my quarantine boyfriend. Do you want to meet? I guess you should meet my boyfriend.
I would love to.
This is my boyfriend, Bob.
He looks like a really thoughtful, kind, and gentle lover.
He's a strong and silent type, but he's a great listener. It's not very handy, though. So
I thought you guys assembled a treadmill yesterday.
Yeah, he was mostly moral support. I did most of the work. But
isn't that one of the things that you can do in LA right now, though? Can't you go out for a run?
You can, well, at least up until yesterday. Like, I don't know all of the rules now of the, stay in your house lockdown. But
actually, that's something that people should read. I'll pop a link to this afterwards on my Twitter account. But if you're living in LA, it's actually really important to know what's actually closed down and not closed down. Right. Because I think people think it's a little bit more crazy than what it is. You should be very thoughtful about it, but it's not as crazy.
Well, I mean, it's not, stakes are not dire at this point, but it is important to be thoughtful, as you said, and be safe. Only do it.
You and I talked so much during the last season about just stuff on the show. I never really talked to you that much about family stuff. How's your family? Are they good? Are they safe? Is everything going well?
They're good. My mom and my grandparents are in Kansas City, and they are hunkered down in the house, hanging out with the cats, just, living out the quarantine, watching movies. Yeah. Like all of us are.
What are you watching? You already watched Arrow from the beginning, 170 episodes. And all.
For sure.
It goes without saying.
Definitely. I actually did that before I started on the show.
I know.
What have I been watching? I just watched Little Fires Everywhere because they released the first 3 episodes of it.
I know. I watched all 3 episodes last night.
Oh, so good.
It's really, really good.
Really good. I'm hooked.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite character? Let's say it on the count of 3. All right? Because I know mine, except I'm terrible with character names, so it's just gonna sound weird.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm bad with character names too, so why are we playing this game?
Because you're gonna be able to say it in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, I see.
All right, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Kerry Washington's
Moody?
daughter. I didn't hear what you said.
I like her daughter too.
Is it Pearl?
Pearl, yes. Good job.
She's fantastic.
She's great.
What
I
did
don't
you
even know
say?
what she's done before. I said Moody, but I just
I
think
was
she's a
about to say
character.
Moody. I should have said Moody.
We like both of them.
He's really good though, isn't he?
Yeah.
They're all fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else are you watching?
But I started watching Mindhunter again because it's sort of research, but also just fun stuff.
What else are you doing to stay busy?
To
By
stay
the way,
busy.
you and I have never really we've only ever talked shop. We've never really talked like this.
It's true. I know. What have I been doing? I've been working out a lot. I kind of got on Amazon and rated anything I could as far as what can I do to make a creative gym in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I got one of those, slidey kind of hockey things that you can skate in your house. I have a bob and I have a TRX and a spin bike and the treadmill, and so I'm doing a lot of that, reorganizing my house. Basically all the things that I always used as an excuse is I never have time for. I'm doing them now. How about you?
On Sunday, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods in Palm Desert, and my wife thought I was being crazy, except you can see our home gym back there.
Oh, I love it.
And those resistance cables.
Yeah.
I bought the ones that are 100 pounds each. I didn't know they existed, but I purchased them.
You building a swing set for Mavi with those?
No, we've got a pool here. She's good. I just whip her in the pool. That counts as a swing. Just because so many people that are going to be watching this are going to be fans of our show, what were some of your favorite parts about working on Arrow, or just in general your favorite parts about just being on a set, acting, interacting with people? Because that's the thing that I wouldn't say struggling with, but just it's going to take a minute for us to be able to put, how many people work on a film set every day? 300? It's going to take a minute for us to put that back together. What are some of your favorite things about working on a film set?
I think my favorite thing, and this is something we had on Shadowhunters, and I was so thrilled to come onto a show like Arrow because you guys had that too, is the family. And you have all the departments that are working together and having synergy and kind of bouncing off of each other. And when you have people that are creatively passionate about what they do, it inspires the people around them. And then so you sort of get this whole that's greater than the sum of the parts as it all kind of happens and builds. And I'm sure that's going to happen with your new show too, but it's special.
Over the course of Shadowhunters, did the crew stay pretty oh my God, I'm dying for the word. Consistent? Like not a lot of turnover?
Yeah, we had largely the same crew, a lot of the same cast, but it was exactly almost how it was on Arrow, how you had the same core group of people for the entirety of the series, and it made it so special.
What was your favorite part about shooting the backdoor pilot? Because I haven't really talked with you that much about that, because when I came back very briefly for the last episode, and you guys had been so busy shooting the backdoor pilot, and I was a little bit caught up. I wouldn't say caught up with myself necessarily, but just in general, like dealing with the fact that this was the end, and I didn't necessarily pay a ton of attention to the fact that you guys had just shot something. How was that experience?
Yeah, no, but honestly, just to speak to that, that's entirely understandable, because it's the end. It's such a huge part of your life.
Yeah. And
having just gone through that on Shadowhunters before, I remember there was a moment where we just wrapped and we were about to we had a wrap party right after shooting in our soundstage. And I was walking off set for the last time in wardrobe, and I stopped at the edge of our set, and it was like there was a wall there, and I couldn't take another step, and I went, oh my God, this is the last time I'm crossing this threshold in character. And it's a weird thing when a character is so a part of you, and not only that, but you've become such a part of building the show around the character and the story and everything. It's huge. It's a weird mental process to go through. So I totally understand. But the backdoor pilot was really interesting because there was the whole memory loss thing and the character departure. I think my favorite part as an actor was kind of building the two characters into one. Because there was Mia 1, Mia 2, and then Mia 3 that was the combination of the first two. And so kind of navigating that and finding that. Also getting to work with Charlie a lot more was so awesome. And Ben, and just kind of building all those family relationships and seeing how they changed and doing it's just,
I love me some Ben.
Oh my God. How much do you love Ben Lewis?
I love Ben so much.
He's the best.
He was so great. Oh yeah, Ben.